In the last video, I shared with you that my anxiety levels have significantly increased over the past couple of weeks. And one of the tips that I shared with you in the video as well was that it is really powerful to stick to your routines. When I was looking at my YouTube channel, I realized that I don't have a good video yet on how to create powerful routines, which is why I decided to do a video about that today. So in today's video, you will learn how to create a powerful routine, how to start your day in a positive way and feel accomplished, and potentially also help you to manage your anxiety in case you suffer from that at the moment as well. So let's get started. Hi, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Julia Arndt and I'm a peak performance coach and stress management trainer. In today's video, I don't want to only share with you how to build a routine, but I also want to share a couple of powerful benefits of why you should be really serious about creating a routine in your life. Oftentimes when we are hearing about routines, we think about either morning routines or evening routines, but routines can be anything that you're doing on a regular basis throughout your day. Because at the end of the day, routines help you to structure your life. It helps you to reduce decisions and make sure that you're setting yourself up for success. Because oftentimes when we are feeling really stressed and when we have really busy lives, it is really easy to just kind of get sucked into all of the different things that are happening externally, and we're taking less care of ourselves. So routines really help you to create structure and to put in certain things in your life that are helpful for you in order to manage your stress and take care of yourself. Another powerful benefit of routines is that it helps you to save time, which I'm sure is your most valuable resource. Because if you already know what you're going to do, you don't have to make decisions anymore and you don't have to spend time and energy to think about these different things. Routines also help you to build momentum, especially in the morning, right? Especially when you're starting your day in a specific way. It helps you to feel accomplished, but it also can happen, as I said before, throughout the day. It doesn't have to be in the morning. It could also be that you're feeling accomplished at the end of the day, for example. And routines are extremely powerful when you are going through times of crisis, as I mentioned in my other video on how to manage anxiety, because sometimes we are going through really difficult phases in our life. And when we have a routine, it helps us to keep on going. It helps us to build momentum, and it helps us to focus on something to distract ourselves from the thoughts that are going on in our head. So I hope that is convincing enough that routines are super powerful, and you should totally have a routine in your life in order to reduce stress and facilitate relaxation. So now the second question then, of course, is how do you create powerful routines? And the most powerful and my most favorite exercise that I love to do with the people that I'm training on a regular basis is to look at what you are currently doing in your life. So almost like a status quo exercise. So if you want to do this exercise right now while watching this video, I totally encourage you to do it. Just take a piece of paper and a pen and write down, for example, what you are currently doing in the morning. So if you want to, for example, improve your morning routine, that could be a really powerful way to get started. Or if you want to change your evening routine, or if you want to create a routine in the middle of the day, then that's totally okay as well. So think about that time of the day where you want to build a routine around, and think about how you are currently spending your time in that specific time period, okay? So for example, if you want to create a morning routine, write down all of the things that you're currently doing in the morning. For example, you wake up at a specific time, or maybe you don't wake up at a specific time. And the first thing that you might be doing is to look at your phone for 15 minutes or 20 minutes because you're checking all of your emails, you're checking your social media notifications, you're checking all of your messages before you're actually going out of bed. And then maybe you get up and you make a coffee. So those are 3 things that you're doing in the morning before you're sitting down to work. Then this is really good, right? Because what is important to do when you are creating a routine and when you are creating a status quo about something that is going on in your life right now, it is important to be as specific as possible. So bring in as many details as possible, be as specific as possible. And if you don't really know it right now, just observe yourself over the next day or two to really see, hey, how do I actually spend my day? How do I start my day? What kind of activities do I do throughout the day? How do I end my day? Just observe yourself if you don't know the answer to this question just yet. And then write it down and then look at that list. And then ask yourself, what do I actually want to integrate in my life in order to take care of myself? These could be exercises that help you to relax. These could be exercises that help you to create focus for the day. So it could be something like, I'm going for a run in the morning in order to bring in some movement before I'm sitting down in front of my computer for the next 8 to 10 hours. Or it could be something like spending some valuable time with your family, or journaling and reflecting on what has been going on in your life in order to get that out of your head and then being able to focus on all of the other things that you want to take care of for that day. It could also be that you want to be really intentional about how you start your day, and you want to write down 2 to 3 priorities that you want to focus on during that time or during the day in order to feel accomplished at the end of the day. So no matter what it is, the easiest and most simple but yet most powerful thing is that it is something that you enjoy doing. So super, super simple. Think about what kind of things would you like to start to integrate into your day in order to feel more like yourself. Right? Because at the end of the day, that's what it all comes to. We want to feel fulfilled. We want to feel happy. And usually when we are practicing self-care and we are doing something that we genuinely enjoy doing, then that's really helpful for us to feel more fulfilled and happy. Okay? So you could, for example, write down a list of 5 to 10 activities that you've always been wanting to do, but you feel like you never have the time to do it. So this is kind of the first part of creating a routine, right? So first of all, you create a status quo of what you're currently doing in a specific time. And then you think about different activities that you would like to integrate into your day because you think that could be really helpful for you in order to manage your stress, build momentum in the morning, and structure your life. And then the third part is to obviously test it out and to start to really integrate it into your day-to-day. At the beginning, that can be a little bit tricky because you haven't done this before and it is a new habit that you need to build. If that is the case, make sure that you check out my video on how to build habits. But I will give you obviously a little bit of an insight here because it's important for this video as well that you know, hey, how do I actually start with something new? And the important thing is that at the beginning, you might be forcing yourself a little bit to do it. So maybe for the first week or two, just stick to a plan. Create a plan. Be as specific as possible. As I mentioned before, when you are creating your status quo, now you want to create a list of things that are really, really specific. So for example, I want to get up in the morning, not check my phone. I want to get up every morning at 7 o'clock, journal for 30 minutes, and then get up, get a glass of water and move my body, for example, by stretching or going outside with my dog for a walk, or maybe I want to go for a run. No matter what it is, just be as specific as possible. That is the most important part. And then you need to start doing it, right? Nothing is ever going to happen if you don't start actually doing and practicing it. So at the beginning, it can be hard, but just stick to the plan religiously for a couple of weeks. And here's the thing. If you do this and you reap the benefits, you feel the benefits, you feel so much better, you feel so much more happy, maybe so much more accomplished in the morning or in the evening when you're doing these different things, then once you feel that benefit, it's going to be so much easier to continue to doing that. And this can also be an indication if you feel like, I still have to force myself to do this and it's actually more of a difficult thing instead of an easy thing to do for me, well, then just cut that out of your routine. That's totally okay too, because at the beginning, you need to test and iterate a little bit in order to see if the things that you have thought are good for you are actually good for you. And if you want to learn more about this topic as well, check out the video on my channel that's called Diversify Your Sources of Joy, because it is important that you are looking at different ways on how you can fill your cup and how you can manage your energy levels. So pretty easy to do. So I hope in today's video you learned that creating new routines is not rocket science and anybody can do it. But the difference between the people that are successful in life and that are not so successful is between knowing things and actually going out to do it. So I hope you're going to go out to do it today. Take some time to reflect on what your routines should be and just try it out. If you have any questions for me, feel free to leave a comment down below. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and I hope to see you in the next one.